I wanted to do this quick video on some of the stuff I'm testing out today. I'm actually trying to get a stronger extraction from these oil infusions, and I'm not really sure if you can, but I'm going to do everything I've read and can think of. My partner's father is using a petroleum-based I guess like ointment for his skin. He's got some sort of dermatitis, and the main ingredient other than the petroleum is Comfrey. So I was able to get a lot of beautiful Comfrey from a friend's farm, and so that's actually over here. But because I know that the ointment that he's using isn't just straight natural, I know that there's other things that they've done to the plant to kind of strengthen it. So I want to make sure that when I make this ointment for him naturally, I can kind of get it as strong as I possibly can, so that it's kind of up to snuff with what he's using. So that's why I'm doing this in the first place. So I'm going to make his salve with Calendula, which is here. It's already in an oil. And then I've got Plantain, thin leaf plantain or ribwort there, and then the Comfrey or knit bone. So these are going to be the base for the salve that I'm making. And the way I'm trying to pull as much out of these plants as I can for this salve is I'm actually using vodka along with this oil, a high percentage, high proof vodka. And then I'm going to be, actually with this calendula, I've already put about 1 ml in of a tincture from Herb. So I do feel bad because I know that I think Herb tinctures, they're actually not heated. So there are some properties in these tinctures that will be destroyed when I put them in this heated base here. So before I actually put in the oil for this calendula, I dumped probably about 1 ml, maybe 1.5 ml of the tincture over the dried plant. And then I put the oil in, and it seemed to be, it absorbed fine. I think it's an ethanol base, so it's quite a high proof alcohol as well. So that's what I'm testing out with the calendula. And excuse me. Over here with these two, they're actually in an alcohol right now. They're not in an oil. And so overnight I soaked them in a high proof vodka, which I mentioned. And I think it's, 77. So in New Zealand, you can't get more than 40 proof. So we actually threw this vodka into a water distiller, and we had an alcohol thermometer that we were able to test the percentage with after that. So that's how we know it's 77. It should be a little higher. I'm kind of worried that there will be too much water in this, that it won't mix with the oil. But since I'm heating it and I've done it for almost 5 hours now, I'm hoping that that water will evaporate before I put the oil in. So we'll see how that goes. But probably in a few hours when this is done, I've got 3 hours left, and it's set to 52 Celsius right now. But when this is done, the calendula, I might throw a little bit more tincture in at the end, just because I know that, as I mentioned earlier, the heat might be destroying some of the constituents in there. So just to, I guess, add those back in, and then I'll add the oils to these two in the back. This is, on the left, it's the Plantain, and on the right is the Comfrey. I might actually pour a little bit of the tincture, or the alcohol out as well before I put the oil in for the final heatings. So I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll kind of give you a view of the final product.